Hi, I'm Mary Freericks. I'm a local artist here in Santa Barbara, California, and I wanted to show you a couple of things. I work ever since COVID right in my dining room. I have this big piece of plastic I put down, and I've painted both in watercolor and acrylics. Early on, when I had two sons, I'm a mother of two sons, I used to try oils, but then they'd wake up from their baby sleep and it was very hard to have to put everything quickly away. So what I want to show you is with watercolor or liquid acrylics, you can paint an ocean or something and then you can put salt on it. And salt makes little bubbles. But you have to wait till overnight before the paint dries, and pull off the salt and then see how that works. So that's one idea. And then I have two paintings of dogs. This one, it's my girlfriend Judy's dog. His name is Patches and we're in love. And it wasn't hard to paint because, as you can see, he's quite dark. And I happened to have a photo of him with flowers behind him. So he was easy to do, but my son's dog, Walter, is white. And so I started by doing a pencil sketch of Walter, and then because he's white fur is very hard to paint. As you can see, this is the photo I was using. This is my daughter-in-law Alicia, and there's Patches. So I just took Patches because I wanted the dog to do a little painting. And I'm using acrylic paints here. And I started with gesso because that gives the fur little bump so the fur stands out a little. And then I used acrylic white, and he's got greenish eyes, so I used green. And the couch he's on is gray, so there he is on a gray couch with the blue for the window. And here we are with a painting of Walter. Now I'm going to show you some other paintings I've done. So when you get to the point of wanting to do your own, you can get an idea of possibilities. I started with flowers, and I still do some flowers. This is flowers in acrylic. Most of my flowers are done in watercolor. And then from the acrylic flowers, I went into a little more abstract. And then I got into abstracts pretty much. This could be water, but it's an abstract. And this one, we're totally abstract there. But even now, I will do flowers. This is a recent one. And this, because I'm multicultural, I was born in Iran, and this is passion flowers, which they have there. And I love passion flowers, so I enjoyed doing this painting. Now we can show you other abstracts, mostly abstracts here. These look like roadways and cars, but it's so abstracted that it's more like an abstract painting. And this is a larger one. And this has some gesso on it. You can see the bumps on it, and it's hung in a number of exhibits already. Sometimes I add collage to my pieces. This one has collage. You can see the paper here and here and here. So the abstract is acrylic, but then it has collage pasted on the painting. Another abstract, which looks like the earth or ocean. It's up to you, whatever you see in it. And this has more pinks and yellows. And these are all acrylic. Now you see one of my latest abstracts over here. Can you do it down here, or you want to? There we are. And it looks a little like skyscrapers, and there is some water in there, but it's very much abstracted. Now I do still do paintings that aren't abstract, and this is a painting that has a little story behind it. It's before birth, what I may have seen or been, and I could have been of the cat family because I like cats because they're so independent. Dogs listen to their owners and obey them, but I'm a bit more independent, and I try and do what I want to do. So there you go. And then in the mirror you see me. This one is skyscrapers, but it's been abstracted considerably. So in the middle there's quite a bit of open space on the canvas. I used to do puppets and puppetry, and so I get the puppetry journal still. I used to do shows, creative puppetry in the classroom. And I used the figures from the puppetry journal, and I cut out the puppet figures and I put them together with some other collage materials and came up with this painting. This one started off as just black and white, and then I decided I was into doing masks, and now we're very close to Halloween, so masks interest us. And so you have some masks of clowns, which I added later. I added the color and the figures later, and you have a fish figure, and you have a naked lady, and quite a few masks. Here are a few more abstracts. This is just a painting with yellow and blue mostly. Sometimes having opposites makes a painting more vivid. Here's another one. This does have some collage, and that's from a paper bag, and so is that. This one is on a frame that's wood. So you get a background of wood, which I love. This, if you look at my deck, I live here in Santa Barbara. There are flowers, and I simply sat, looked at the flowers, and painted them in the vase there. This is another kind of a building skyscraper motif with water in the background. This is a very neat painting. I had shown you the one back there of the passion flowers. Well, I took the colors from the passion flowers and I made an abstract painting using those colors. This is just for fun. This gal, she's got some collage around her, and she's got a lizard that's coming out of her mouth. So she's a bit witchful or bewitching. This is an earlier abstract with black and gold, yellow and red. I don't know how these will come out, the ones with gloss. There's a collage.
Oh.
And this one makes me think of an Indian village, even though I hadn't planned on it. When I was finished, I thought, that looks kind of like an Indian village. This is a very new one, and I used what's called pouring method, and that's how you get the bubbles.
Ah.
When you pour the paint and you kind of blow on it, you get all these little bubbly, and when you put it in a frame, it looks very good. Is it time?
It's past time a little bit.
Because I have one more thing
Okay,
I can
might as well.
Hmm?
Might as well.
Okay. Some of my paintings have been used to make dresses. The dress I'm wearing is from one of my paintings, and the painting I'm now showing you, this dress,
Oh, nice.
the pattern of the dress, and they're done by La Gallerista in Canada.
Mm.
Is that a good spot?
Yeah.
Stopping point? Okay, let's stop. Oh, we did very well.